quickly discovered the existence of an international criminal organization with ties to former Nazis. Rumor has it they've built an atom bomb.
We have no choice but to work together to infiltrate this organization.
We'll leave you two to get acquainted. Napoleon Solo.
The CIA's most effective agent.
Ilya Kuryakin.
KGB, the youngest man to join it in their best within 3 years.
America is teaming up with Russia.
Things could get a little messy.
Can you guys quickly give me your high and low of working on this movie? So basically a super memorable moment and then something that might have not gone too well.
I loved to do the car sequence when I did all those stunts. The worst was probably there's a stunt scene in the end that involves a bit of wrestling in mud and rain, and I've never been so cold in my life. We had to do that in England in November when it was really cold.
And she's from Sweden, so that's
why I don't live there anymore, because I can't do cold.
Most memorable. Oh, there's a great scene that happens in my sort of torture chamber, which I rather enjoyed. Least memorable was being on an old 50s rickety seaboat. I think everybody on the crew and myself threw up.
That's the worst.
Yeah, that was not a great day.
I also read that neither of you had seen the show before signing on, but that you ended up watching it and you didn't. So how did that affect what happened on set? Did you notice anything at all?
No, because there wasn't really anything on set that was taken directly from the TV show. I mean, yes, the characters are there, a lot of the sort of tone, the tongue-in-cheek thing are there, but it wasn't like, if I hadn't have watched the show, it wasn't like I'd walk onto set and go, I have no idea what's going on. It's a totally new sort of derivation of it.
I wanted to ask you about the dancing/wrestling scene. Is something like that completely improvised, or do you actually have to choreograph that?
No, it's completely improvised, and that's why it's so much fun. I really enjoyed it. I just, with Guy, he's just always just pushing you to just try and let loose, and that was a great scene to do that and just go for it.
And now, normally I don't really care much for fashion, but I was kind of mesmerized by your character. I was wondering, did you get the opportunity to design that look with a costume designer at all?
Really, very much so. She was very collaborative, our costume designer. And from the get-go, I mean, the first time I walked into the room, there were lots of sketches and lots of things hanging up. But we built Victoria from the ground up. We sort of sketched, designed, we took bits and pieces from costumes we saw in films in the 60s, really modern things. I mean, my character's an antiquities dealer, so we kind of worked with this idea that she had a bit of sort of Grecian statue vibe, bit of Egyptian, Cleopatra thing going on.
More is more.
More is more. we just meshed it all together, and also when you're the villain, there's no limit. You can create whatever you want, so.
The Dior goes with the Rabanne.
It won't match.
It doesn't have to match.
Is there anything you guys didn't get to do in this movie that you'd really like to explore with your characters in the sequel?
I know we got to do a lot of cool stuff in this movie.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything.
Yeah, we got to do a lot. So
I'm not even thinking, I mean, if we do a sequel, we do a sequel, but I was completely satisfied with the way this ended and everything we did.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I want to see more. That's not fair.
We'll tell them.
Let's finish this.
Things could get a little messy.
Absolutely hate working with you, Pearl. You're a terrible spy, cowboy.
Oh, and you have a new code name.
Code name?
Uncle.